Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in and are watching Beside Her. My name is Crystal.
And I'm Nelly.
And we're back.
We're back!
No, like actually though, we're back.
We are.
Yeah.
We really are.
It's been 6 months.
That's hella embarrassing.
It's been 6 months, and we're also back with another
human
guest, a forever guest that we have baking in a oven here.
I'm pregnant.
Yes.
Which y'all would already know by now by the time this video drops because my sister posted it on Instagram.
Oh,
that was you, no?
I did.
Yeah.
The way you said it, like my sister posted it on Instagram.
Oh, like without permission? No.
Yes, we went to Jamaica and she did her little photo shoot with her family and she announced and she is pregnant.
I'm pregnant. Yay! We're due April 1st.
Have you? What is it?
April Fool's Day.
April
and it's
Fools.
not, and that's not a joke.
No, seriously.
We really are.
She actually is pregnant. We promise. She wasn't just like not running and then gained weight. Like, no, there's an actual human being with us. So we are now 2.5 people sitting here.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're excited.
That's what we've been doing. We've been baking children.
A lot has happened, okay? So it's not just me. My life hasn't changed dramatically. Not only my life has changed dramatically, Crystal Rojas's life has also changed dramatically. So
yeah, bear with us here. We have not done this in a very long time.
We've recorded a whole episode but never dropped it because there was so much time that went on by. Wait, what's the word? There's so much time that went
by. Yeah.
That went on from the time we filmed that podcast to like now.
Yeah, we filmed in September. I also did not like how I was coming across.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay.
I didn't like how I was coming across. We need to refilm. And
this is our refilm.
So we're back. We need to do our check-in segment.
Yes,
we're checking in.
Yes, we are.
So Sister Pop. That's also an insider. How are you doing physically?
Oh, awful. We will talk about this in probably the episode after this one or very, very, very soon. I don't like being pregnant. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Yeah. I don't like to use the word hate in any kind of context, not just with pregnancy, but I saw something online and I sent it to my sister and I'm like, this is exactly how I feel. It is a means to an end. And I don't like being pregnant. So that's how I'm feeling physically. I'm feeling very large and in charge. Everything hurts. I'm out of breath a lot.
I love it. I literally love it.
I'm tired of gaining weight rapidly. Yeah, this is just not it for me.
It'll be over. And then you're going to one day be like, dang.
No, I'm not.
You don't think so?
No,
okay, we're going to get into that a different day. But I absolutely live, laugh, love seeing her pregnant. I love seeing women pregnant. If I could be pregnant every day, I would. You're doing great. I mean, I know mentally you don't feel the best, but you are thriving with this pregnancy. At least you look like it.
People say that I am.
Yeah.
Which I take it as a compliment because I really am trying to externally not look how I feel internally, if that makes sense.
You're doing great.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. How are you physically?
I was having really, really bad anxiety for like a month and a half. So I wasn't really eating well because my mental definitely affects my appetite. I have been losing weight, which is not my favorite. Everyone knows that. But I, as of like the past couple weeks, have been back to my regular diet and taking mass gainer. I'm drinking protein twice a day. It's doing wonders. I start the gym on Wednesday.
That's great.
I'm going 3 times a day, a week. 3 times a week.
3 times a week? Okay, that's good.
3 times a week.
That's a very realistic start.
It is. And that's where I will stay probably.
That's great.
But
that's great. It's very better than 0.
Exactly. So I just need to get back to it because no one's going to do it for me.
Amen. That's true.
Mentally, boom. How you doing?
That is so the mental is a very loaded question, and I'm gonna keep it short and stout, whatever it is, whatever that phrase is. Mentally, I'm working on it.
I love that one.
Yeah.
She actually took my answer. So mentally, I'm also working on it. I have not been the best, babes, but
you're all over the place.
Yeah, mentally I am all over the place. I am doing better now. Again, I said I was really struggling like the past month and a half. I've been better. I will be better, and I'm just remaining hopeful. Live, laugh, loving.
Great answer, sister. Thank you for sharing that, sister.
Yeah.
I think, just this, we've always said that this podcast has really helped us with our well-being, and the fact that we're planning on filming, like just getting back into that rhythm has definitely helped.
Let's get into the whole new episode. This is a whole new season. Literally a whole new season.
A whole new season.
Mom of 3 is nuts.
Oh,
I can't, but I'm so excited. Anyways, let's get into what we've been at. So you have been creating life, literally amazing. Live, laugh, love that for us. I'm so excited to be at Tia again. And
good for you.
No. So you're like, you come off super sarcastic. It's crazy.
It is. Okay, so I mean it in a nice way. Like,
oh, good for you. You're carrying the child. Oh, good for you.
That's literally how I feel.
Like, if I'm gonna be a Tia to someone else's kid, oh, good for you. Like, the baby's literally on.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you, actually. Thank you.
Yeah. We don't know what we're having. It's not my turn. Actually, I'm faster. So let's talk about me. Yes. Sure. Where we've been. Yeah. No, you started it. You started it with the pregnancy.
Go off.
Yeah. So I'm pregnant. And every time it was this, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
Definitely
but also, did we know we were gonna have more kids? Yes,
absolutely. I will say this, guys. The day she was inseminated, I knew it was gonna happen.
What the?
Because we were all out, and she was on another level.
Oh, I need to insert that
TikTok.
I'm gonna insert that short clip.
Please do.
And one thing I'm not doing today
is taking shots. Okay, and I even spoke to her boyfriend or baby dad or whatever you want to call him, Steven, and he was like yeah, like you're probably gonna be another auntie soon. And I was like, yeah, whatever, be careful tonight. So
it happened.
God's plan.
Yes,
it sure did happen.
Shout out to Orchidea's 30th birthday.
Literally,
it was a time was had. That birthday was one to remember. Not because of things that I did. I'm just saying, like, in general, time. It was a time to remember. Because that was a wild night. Yeah. I am now pregnant. I was running. Before we started this, like in our most recent pods, I was running and getting into the running journey. I had signed up for a 10K, which I did do, my first ever 10K, and I did not do as I planned on, but it was like 90 degrees outside. Yeah. No excuses, but it was just awful. And I happened to have been pregnant. Yeah. Running. Not that I knew. I didn't know at the time, but I was pregnant. And then I also had a half marathon that I have planned to do, supposed to do last week actually, and obviously I did not do. So I completely stopped running. I fell off the bandwagon. I have not been like exercising or anything. I've just been, this whole time off, I've just been pregnant. That's all. And moving into a new apartment.
Yeah. And you've also obtained a job.
Oh, yes. Okay. So I did want to say something about that. I've been hinting or saying that I'm going to be unemployed soon. So that did happen. I was unemployed.
Right.
And then we filmed the podcast in September.
Yes.
And I still had not found a job.
Right.
And I was being more intentional in my job search.
I
was being more intentional because I knew I did not want to put myself in a position where I was previously working a 9-to-5 job with 2 kids and it's just, I'll never do that to myself again or my kids, because it took a toll on all of us.
Yeah.
It was awful. So I'm being more intentional now that I'm pregnant, extra intentional, where I really can't work. I cannot do a 9-to-5. So I said that when we filmed that podcast in September, and my sister's like, I know something is going to fall in your lap. Something's going to happen. It's going to fit into what you're thinking of or looking for. And it did. It sure freaking happened a month later. I've been working for this company. It's a part-time. I basically work whenever. It's the most flexible thing ever. Like, I cannot believe I found something like that. And it's been great ever since.
It's so crazy how, like, that day you were so like, oh, I just don't know. And then it happened, and it was like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense why I have this new job.
Yep. And at the time when we filmed that podcast, I was pregnant, and I knew I was pregnant, but nobody else knew. So we were filming, and I was really trying to hide because I was getting
said it there, like,
yeah,
like I'm just really stressed out because like I'm pregnant, like, and like I'm mad.
I was gonna tell you that I was pregnant that day, but we decided to, for some reason, we just decided to wait until after the first trimester to tell everybody. I don't know why that happened, because that's never happened before, but we told everybody after the first trimester. Like, I was going out, I was going to like my cousin's birthday party. No one knew. When we filmed that podcast, you didn't know. She even helped me build furniture for a whole day. And I was so nauseous that day. I had to like hide my prenatals.
I thought we were closer than this.
I know. But, and then in that podcast, I was like, I don't know what my life is going to look like a year from now.
Nelly, that's not enough.
I know.
That's literally not enough. You're like, I told you, I swear I said that one line.
I was hinting at it, but you didn't pick it up.
Sure. But yeah, that's a huge update.
That was a huge update.
I just think everything in her life just makes sense. Like, we always knew she was going to have a third, maybe even 4. Who knows?
No,
we just didn't know when. It's cool because all of our kids are like 2 years apart or a year and a half or whatever. And I guess we
don't know what it is. Yeah. This one, it's a person.
This child came, and my daughter is going to be just turning 2. Mm-hmm. So it's like perfectly every 2 years.
Every 2 years, someone's pregnant, and not me anymore.
Yeah. Well, I did offer I will be her surrogate.
No, I'm done having kids. They're too expensive.
No, you don't have to have it. I can have it, but
but I would still have to keep it and take care of it and breastfeed. It's just too much. So that's my update of what I've been up to
the past 6 months.
And
honestly, before I even get to mine, I do want to say,
preface.
We love prefacing here, that if you're still here after the 6-month break, because we've been getting messaged like, hey, even in person, I've been told like, hey, like, when are you guys coming back? Like, it's the summer, like I need something to watch here, blah blah. And I'm like, yeah.
So embarrassing.
It's not even embarrassing, it's more like life has been lifing. Real hard.
Yeah,
like really hard.
It is one of those things where you fall off for like a second, and then it's been so incredibly difficult to jump back on the wagon because things are just coming at us left and right.
Yeah, like we've tried to schedule this for weeks.
Yeah, it's not easy, dude. We had a conversation. We want to make this a priority, and in order to make this a priority, just like we make other things a priority, we have to make time for it. And even if it's like staying up, to edit, which I've done before, staying up late to edit, or we take one day to film a few podcasts, something. But this is really it really is something that we want to do, but it on the outside it doesn't look like it because it hasn't been
so consistent.
Yeah,
it's hard. I mean, it's just finding the time to sit down, the both of us, in between having 2 and 3.5 kids is a lot.
It is a lot.
It takes a literal village to be like, okay, move our kids this way, that way. But it's
a great segue.
The whole thing is we want to say thank you if you're still here, and like we really appreciate you guys. Moving on to mine. So we filmed. You guys were always seeing like my apartment. You used to only film in mine. I know I talked about like I was looking for a new place and all that stuff, but when you have plans, God laughs at them, because I am currently living with my mom. It's been a blessing on one end because I'm closer with my mom in proximity. I'm also just like, I just need my own space.
Oh, 100%. It's a blessing.
Absolutely.
To be able to come back home and have the availability, or like for mommy to have opened up her doors. Obviously, she would do it for anybody. Yeah. Or for you in
just to have the space. Like there's so many women or people who just can't, like they're in the street, and I was able to be like, you know what, I have this option, and it's a great option. But again, that was not in my plan. I was fully moved, like deposit down on a new place that I separated from my child's father. I'm gonna cry.
Oh, that's okay, you can cry. Oh, sister,
I'm tired.
I know.
It's a lot.
It's emotional.
Sorry, guys. That was a lot.
We took a little pause.
Yeah. You can leave that clip in.
I am.
It's just me crying. No, but I've been emotional all day. I was at church and I was crying. But what was I saying?
You said you separated from your
child's father. So yeah, that situation happened. I'm just remaining hopeful in that whole situation in terms of like focusing just on co-parenting and making sure that's super healthy. And I mean, it's new. Like, we never even saw our mom co-parent, you know, so it's all new to everyone. That's just what I'm focusing on right now. That and myself, what makes me happy, what makes me like a healthier person, like mom, sister, daughter, everything all around. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I've been really leaning on my faith, going to church. I got baptized. That's something I really wanted to do for a while. That's what I'm really leaning on, is just changing my heart, my mind, and focusing on like what's actually healthy. What is going to feed my soul? I can't distract myself anymore. Like, I can't run away from my problems. I need to face them like head on.
What are some of the distractions?
Oh, I used to literally like go out. Like, because we're co-parenting, right? So like, I'm sharing my time with my daughter, obviously. Mm-hmm. And so like, if I like was alone, like if I didn't have my daughter, I would literally be like, okay, like friends, like what are you guys doing? Let's do this. I have a free night, like trying to be booked and busy. Mm-hmm. But now, like for the past like couple months, I've been like in a season of just been isolating myself. Not like because I'm like depressed, just because I think I need to just sit in my emotions and like feel everything out. Pray everything out, just be okay with being alone, you know, and not so like easily distracted.
I love that for you.
Yeah, because it's like that. How is everything gonna? I'm never gonna heal. Mm-hmm. You know, if I just keep putting a muzzle on myself.
Yes.
You know,
100%. I don't know if I've said this to you out loud, like into your face.
Yeah.
Or I've said it to myself and have never like said it to you personally. I think that you don't know how to be alone.
No.
I think that you always have had somebody, like a significant other, whatever, your friends or whatever it is. And like this time of your life is so wild. Yeah. And it's so new and navigating this. This is what the first year of you being a whole mom. And look at like there's just been so many changes or things that's happened that we didn't want to happen. Obviously no one plans to be like a single parent or has it happened in the past? Absolutely. We've lived it our whole life.
Yeah.
But you don't plan that for yourself. And now that it's happening and it's like a new kind of world and there are other like external things happening within that are, you know, can really affect mental health. But like, I think you making that conscious decision of just like, I just need to sit with my feelings, sit with my emotions, not use these distractions, you know, of like going out, drinking or doing smoking, hookah and doing all these things, because that's gonna like cover it temporarily, like in the moment, but in the long term, it's not gonna be beneficial.
No.
And I think I agree with like the best thing you can do. The only way to get through something is to go through it.
Literally.
Yeah. So
like you can't like just be like, all right, this is happening, but I'm gonna go over here so like I can like go around it. Like
no, because it's gonna come back.
Exactly. Like you're gonna end up going around and being like, like it's still here. Like this problem is still here. Like yes, babe, it's been here. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing, and it's hard. Like you guys see, I get emotional. I've been like emotional all the time.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Because it's your child. It's your life.
Yeah.
And everything feels so heavy right now because it's so fresh and so new. But it's so true what they say, that really time heals. It's not that it's going to go away like the feelings, but it's going to be easier to cope with.
I have to just be hopeful. Like I need to understand that this is all part of a bigger plan. What's meant to be is gonna happen anyways. And I've been focusing on like, if it doesn't draw me closer to God, like I don't care for it. That's
your new mindset.
That's my mindset now. It's like if it doesn't feel right, I'm just not gonna do it. So like I can't keep putting myself in situations where I'm like in my head I'm like, this feels wrong, because it's like, for what? Then why do it?
So you've really been tapping into your faith, and that's been helping you a lot.
Hella.
That's something we can't relate with. I know. We're complete and utter opposites. But it's funny because we're sisters. I've always thought the craziest, and it's now because I have multiple kids that I think about it even more, is how I have a younger sister and older brother, but all three of us individually are complete opposites.
Yeah.
Like there are things obviously we do have in common.
Yeah. I feel like we're more different than we are similar. Yeah. But then everyone on the outside says the opposite. Like, and I'm like, I just don't think
well, it's because they don't really know us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the reason why I think it's crazy is because we grew up in the same household with the same parent.
The same one child.
The same one parent. And we're all so different. So I just think that's so interesting. And I just can't, I look forward, of course. I'm not scared, but I look forward to seeing like how my kids are when they are older.
They already are polar opposites.
Yes, exactly.
It's insane.
Exactly.
I love that. That's my huge life update. I know that was heavy on some ends. So if you're still listening, and if you're going through the same thing,
you can empathize.
Yeah, like I feel you, sis, or man. I feel it. It's hard, heavy, but it gets better.
Wow, you're already saying it gets better.
It does, because there's times where it is better. Like, I'm fine. Like, it's just sometimes it's heavy. But I think it's always going to be heavy if I sit and really think about it, like, oh my gosh, this is
some
really
days are
sad.
better than others.
Yeah, like this is really, like, it's the holidays. It's like sad. Like, I don't ever want to be apart from my child.
Yeah.
Ever.
And having to split her. It's
hard.
So many layers.
Yeah. Another thing is like losing, like I don't have control over a lot of things. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing I'm like coping with too, is like, okay, if I can't control everything, and so I just need to just let it happen and just be like, you know what, I got to do my part, and that's it.
That's hard, dude.
It is super hard, especially as a parent. Moving past that, being that we are going into the new year, we did want to talk about a couple goals that we have. Mm-hmm. And hopefully, not only do we conquer them, but hopefully we look forward to like filming at the end of the year 2025, revisiting this video and being like, did we accomplish these goals or what?
I'm a huge goal setter person.
What is a career or financial goal that you have?
My financial goal, and all of my goals are going to be pretty simple. I typically go like, I'm like a go-getter, like go big or go home kind of person, but I'm just going to be very realistic.
Yes.
I'm going to have 3 kids. I can't even saying that out loud is wild to me, that I'm gonna have 3 children. I'm gonna be realistic. My only financial goal
is to go in debt.
Is to not go in debt.
Wait,
actually, like I have paid off almost all of my credit cards at this point, and I don't want to touch it. I don't want to, like, my new mindset is like, I'm not gonna use my credit card to go buy a pair of leggings that I want. Like, if I'm using my credit card, it's because it's an absolute emergency. Right now, it's like a want versus need. I did a whole audit of my finances this past month. I'm a super type A person, and I've deleted almost all of my subscriptions. I no longer have Amazon Prime.
Wow,
I know
that is huge.
If you know me, you know that's a big deal.
Yeah,
my Amazon credit card has been paid off.
Bye.
I no longer have Kindle Unlimited. Yep.
So she's losing all her hobbies.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Can I still? But the thing is, is it a want or is it a need? Can I still read books? Yes. Okay. Do I have about 30 books in my Kindle that I have not read yet, so therefore I do not need Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So those are the 2 biggest subscriptions that I've canceled. I've canceled others as well. Peloton might be another one that I'm going to cancel.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I used to have the Oura Ring. No longer have that because when you buy the Oura Ring, you have to buy the subscription. So I actually sold the Oura Ring for a Garmin. Like, whatever. That wasn't really a good financial. It was because because at the end of the day, I don't have to pay for the subscription anymore.
Yeah, that's the biggest part.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't even know the Ring had a subscription. That's actually crazy.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Yep.
These companies are so greedy. I guess mine is the same. I've been in a season of like saving, especially that I live with my mom. Like, obviously my finances, my bills have been less because I've been living with her. So I'm just trying to save as much as I can so that when I do move out, it's not like a big hit. I can like, okay, this is easy. Like, I've been allocating this money here and here.
Family relationships. Again, have another child coming. That has been the biggest part of my anxiety, and it's that I'm having another baby's coming soon, and it's coming very fast.
Yeah, so
that has gotten me actually really emotional lately. Like, I've been going to the doctors, and oh my god, I have a whole thing to tell you. Yeah, I think I've had like 12 appointments this month. It's insane. I know. That's been like pretty much like the underlying thing of my anxiety,
which is totally normal. We talked about this, sister. It's normal. I would probably be the same way, rocking in a corner in the dark at 8 p.m. every night.
Thank you.
So you're fine, but you just can't let it consume you, which you haven't been.
And it does consume me.
You think so?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, it does consume me. I've gotten the help. Like I am like very proactive. I'm very self-aware. I know what I need to do. I don't brush it under the rug anymore. With the relationship family goal thing is honestly just to breastfeed for sure. Definitely want to breastfeed, bonding with the baby, but also not neglecting my other kids. Like that's my biggest thing.
You won't.
I know I won't, but I just don't want to feel like I am.
They're not so old, but they are older.
Yeah.
And especially Zaire, like there's just no way. And they're gonna get it. Kids get it. Like they're gonna be like, wait, mommy's really busy. Like they're going to understand.
I'm gonna have this other baby, and this baby's gonna be like hella attached to me because I'm breastfeeding.
Yeah.
And I just don't want my other kids to be like, oh, mommy doesn't care about me. Not that they like. This is me overthinking. Obviously, this is why I have anxiety.
They're gonna,
and it's diagnosed.
And think about it. Think about it too. It's not just your baby though. Like don't think
right. It's just me. It's just me.
And like, oh my god, this child just needs me. No. That child's gonna need their siblings, their dad. Like,
right. Yes.
They're gonna love that child. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is a new thing and it stays with us forever. Like I can wake up and it's there. Like
I hope so.
It's gonna be a whole new thing. So that's why that's why people have multiple kids. Think about it. If it was that difficult, nobody would have more kids.
But it is difficult.
No, but if it was like that thing where it's like those kids are gonna be neglected, like imagine all those kids that those people just wouldn't have kids then.
Don't you feel neglected?
No. Oh, that's sweet. I am the third.
Yeah, you're the third.
No, I don't. I feel like
you don't feel like. Honestly, you were probably the most loved.
I was entertained. Exactly.
You were the most loved.
Because I could look at you guys and be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Like I gravitated more towards you than I did Tony.
Well, because he's also very annoying. Like, anyways, familial goal of mine. I love yours though.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna be there too. What the heck? Like we're literally family.
No, sister, I know
you can give me the child.
I'm the problem. I've made it aware. Hello, hi doctor. I'm the problem. I know.
Yeah,
it's
at least you're aware.
I know it's me. She called me she's like, you're a high functioning anxiety,
extremely high functioning.
She's like, I'm like, yes, I know, which is why is the problem. Like I know, but like, can you help me get rid of it?
You're like having anxiety that you have anxiety. You're like, okay, so I know I have anxiety, but like it's giving me anxiety that I'm diagnosed with anxiety.
Sister, that's the realest thing.
Literally. Like what?
Yeah.
Your doctor's like, do you actually have anxiety though? Yeah. My familial goal, I talked about it. I want to like focus on co-parenting and making the transition, that we've been doing for the past 4 months now as smooth as possible, and just making sure my daughter is like, it's not like stunting her or
it's not.
Yeah, I know it's not. She's doing great.
She's thriving.
Yeah. And we have a great village. Like we both have amazing families. So
that's the biggest part of it.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that like as time goes on, it just becomes easier and not more difficult,
Yeah.
So that's my biggest goal.
I love that for you.
Yep.
Yeah. That's going to be an ongoing thing.
And staying single and celibate. # saving myself for marriage.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's easy though.
Good for you.
Yeah. And I guess a mutual goal, we'll end on this one, is to maintain this podcast.
Yes.
It's going to be a huge change. Again, she's going to be a mommy of 3. I'm going to be a new tia. Like we're going to have a huge family. We do expect to have more, like bringing you guys closer to like see the journey, of course. I mean, of whatever you're most comfortable with. Always.
I love also, this is really cool to me too, because I love that, we do have, the 3 listeners. Just kidding.
Oh, like people who actually listen.
Okay. Yeah. No, we do have like the people that listen to us and all that. But it's also cool for us too, because
see your own journey.
Yeah. Like we get to see ourselves.
This is a literal diary.
It's a diary. It's really cool to see the growth. And I think as people from the outside who don't really know us and who will get to know us even more through this journey will will see like, oh, like I've been there since the beginning. Like look at their growth
Yeah.
or their decline. Who knows?
That's crazy.
You know,
I mean,
because it's a roller coaster. But this is this podcast is for us to be vulnerable and to be literally open and honest about our experiences. We're not licensed in any sort of way. We only know the journey of our lives.
That was our first episode back.
Yes.
I love it here.
Yes.
This is a literal therapy session.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for being here again. This is like the 5th time we're going to say thank you, but it's because we mean it, like honestly. And if you're still here watching till this very moment, just know that we see you, we thank you, and we love you. Bye.